Okay, here's a real short one just to go over, maybe review, how to create markers in Logic. I brought up a blank project. I've already got a software instrument loaded. Of course, I can tell it's software instrument because it's green. It doesn't have the blue waveform. But I just want to create something to throw in there right now. So I'm going to go to my loop browser. No, let's just put in some drum beat. Okay. Now this, of course, is an audio loop. So if I drag it into an existing MIDI software instrument track, it's going to ignore it. So I want to create its own track. Just drag it anywhere down here. No, I don't want the tempo information. Okay, and of course I can place it in there. Okay, and let's say this is going to loop a few times. And I want to now create markers. Maybe at measure 5 something changes, measure 9 something changes, whatever. Markers are of course universal or global, meaning they're going to affect all tracks. So I click on the global tracks at the top of my track list. There's marker. I want to click on that. And now I can see my lane for markers. I move my playhead wherever I need to place a marker. In this case, I've got it at the beginning, and I do want a marker at the beginning. So it's already there. I now click the Create button. There's my marker. To name that, I just double click on it. Maybe I call this Intro. Hit Return. I want to make sure you hit Return. And then I want to move my playhead to maybe measure 5 or wherever I want my next marker. So I just click in my ruler, make sure it's on measure 5. Click Create again. Maybe this is where verse 1 happens. Move to, oh, I don't know, maybe the last 8 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then at 13, I add a new marker. Maybe this is my chorus. If I want to add color to these, since they're all gray right now, I just need to select the marker I want to change the color for. Go over to the right at the top and open up the color palette. Choose a color. You won't see the color change though until you move to another marker. Okay, now that's maroon. Let's make this one purple. Make the chorus brown. So I can see how they've all been changed. Close that now. When you're done, and by the way, while this is open, I can still I can reposition where the markers begin or end. I can rename them by double clicking. But once I'm done, I want to close this up so I won't mess something up. So click on the triangle next to global tracks. It closes up again. I can't change this stuff, edit it, but I can see all the colors and everything. One last thing, each marker will stop where the next marker begins or at the end of the song. Let's say I want this to be fairly short, that is I want it to end around measure 20 and it looks like it goes on forever. Well, it's going to the end of the song, which right now is at bar 130. I know that because I look down at the bottom of the screen underneath my tempo. The 130, which is the default, that's the project end marker. To change that, I just double click on it, maybe call it bar 20, hit enter or return. And now we see the box up at bar 20 that I can drag around if I want to reposition that. There we go. And it is now shortened my marker to fit the end of the project. Okay, there you go.